They are very excited.
Calm down.
They are very excited. No, I'm going to start with happy holidays, everybody.
Yes.
And then also, you were celebrating in Idaho, right? I'm right next to you in Montana.
Don't you love being in the mountains?
It.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Idaho's beautiful.
Now, can you
too.
walk to each other's house?
Not at all.
We
But I
yodel
am
to
on
each
the
other.
west side of Montana, so I am like literally 2 hours, I think, from where you're at.
It's so beautiful.
It is. It's like you live in a postcard. Yeah, it's a blessing.
It's when the snow is all over and the sun is out and it's just like glistening and it's just kind of like magic all around.
Yeah.
We've just found it to be such an incredible place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really where I like refuel, but for some reason
Right.
around the holidays, it's like, it feels like Narnia.
And
you got invited, and the queen is dead, and it's beautiful. Because Narnia was kind of suspect for a minute. But I didn't know this, but before you were into acting, you were a roadie. Like, were you a local roadie, or did you go on the road with a band?
Well, I started in bands when I was 10 years old, so I had a lot of different bands through high school. And then in my late teens, early 20s, I worked for a sound company. So I wasn't the personal roadie for any of the particular bands, but I went out with the system. I was a skinny little long-haired hippie, and back then gear was really heavy.
Yeah.
You know, it's they've kind of downsized these days, but I lifted things that were way too heavy. But I worked with the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band and Pure Prairie League and B.W. Stevenson, Blood, Sweat and Tears, Lighthouse, Hank Williams Jr., a lot of people, and Johnny Paycheck, who fortunately liked me.
Johnny Paycheck? Take this job and shove it? That's funny.
Yes,
That's a good song. So you did some singing as well. Wait, we have a still from a movie. What's going on here?
Oh,
what's going on here?
Why would you do that to me? No! It's amazing! Oh my God! This is amazing! Be a serious actress.
You are a serious actress. What? You are. This is amazing. What is this, like a Bollywood film?
Yes, it's called Marigold, and I actually had to sing in Hindi, and it's about an American actress that gets in a Bollywood movie, and I got to shoot there, which was incredible.
Let's hear it. 2, 3, 4.
No, that's so.
And I will
singing
never
in different
sing again.
languages is harder to get the dialect right or the tone right or how they speak it.
It was very specific, and Bollywood dance. It's very much about the show and like the color of it and all the jingling.
You are well-rounded, ma'am. You can be a serious actor and I thought it was awesome. I saw the picture. I was like, what? I missed this. Wait. So wait, Jon was recently the star of a recent music video. It wasn't so much Jon himself as it was a cutout of him, and it was a song called I Saw Jon Hamm at the beach from a band called Loose Buttons, and the lead singer actually saw Jon Hamm. I can't say your name. I'm saying Jan Hamm.
My sister Jan will love it.
Yeah. Jon, is your sister Jan?
My sister Jennifer.
Oh my God. No, but I just love that, like, you're that inspiring on a beach. Like, I've never written a
The
song
story
about
goes
that
that guy literally walked by me on the beach, and then 2 days later, somebody texted me and said, "Hey, have you heard of this?" And it was this song. He put it on Spotify or YouTube or something, and I was like, "No." And then I kind of looked at it. I was like, "Wait a minute. Was that dude that walked by me on the beach and said hi?" It was like, it kind of looks like I recognized him.
That is a powerful muse, man. You're just sitting there living your life.
Also, you know, anytime they use a cardboard cutout of me, I get paid. So I'll take that.
Yes, exactly. All right, let's do a few commercials with the help of Allison and our audience.
Hi, Kelly. Hi, everyone. I can't wait to see Landman. Like the characters in the show, I know a thing or two about a crisis management. It's literally my job. I'm a crisis communications expert, so when I hear words like indictment, investigation, subpoena, I know exactly what to do.
Run.
Right now, let's stay here with the cast of Landman right after this.
All right, we're back with Jon Hamm, Larter, and Billy Bob Thornton, and that was a look at their new series, Landman. You can see it on Paramount Plus. So, who do you each play in this? Let us know.
Okay, I play Angela Norris, and I'm Tommy's ex-wife, who is just a total firecracker.
Yeah.
And she's someone who's really been through the boom in the world of oil and felt the bust also. So you see this woman kind of go on this journey, and she's just like full of emotion, full of fire, and just wants to drive him crazy anytime she can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is actually a pretty good, solid depiction of an ex-wife in Texas. You pretty much nailed that. Yeah.
Well, I'm Tommy Norris, the Landman, and it's really he's a fixer. He's like a crisis management person who goes between John's character, who owns the oil company, and the people who work out in the field. So I'm responsible for keeping them safe, but making sure they do their job to get the oil out of the ground so I can make him money. And it's a very high pressure job, and they drive anywhere from 300 to 500 miles a day, all these sites and everything.
Yeah.
And then I've got this eccentric family spinning around me. So Tommy is just exhausted, and
he is tired.
I mean, every day of his life is just like the weight of the world's on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And then Jon and I have a history together, our backstory, where we were friends from a long time ago, and he went this way, I went that way, and now my friend is my boss, which is a weird relationship.
That's a fun dynamic too.
Yeah. And I collect the checks. It's a great, it's a great work. It's great work for me. So it's I play Bonnie Miller, who is the guy who owns the everything that we're talking about here, and it comes with its own fair share of stress. And you know, the oil business is a very high risk, high reward game. As you know, growing up in Texas, you've probably seen families that have gotten all the money and lost all the money at the same time. For sure. We've all seen them from afar. But it's you can be on top of the world one day, and the whole thing can be gone in 60 seconds after that too. So the show does an amazing job at portraying that high stress environment, and I think everybody's going to love it. It's got all the things we were talking about. It's sexy, it's dangerous, it's
intense.
It's of the time, and it's very cool.
Yeah, you just asked me like where I was from, and I'm from Fort Worth area, and that's where y'all shot,
yes,
right?
Yes, indeed.
Did you love it?
Yeah. Loved it.
Yeah.
It's such a special place, and it's authentic. It really is the land of cowboys and oil there.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have Dallas over there, which, you know.
Very
Dallas
different.
and Fort Worth are very different. Everybody always goes, "Oh, you're from Dallas." Nope. Nope. And even in Fort Worth, though, there's very different. There's the sticks and the bricks. So you see the women that you never see without makeup, and then there's my kind, who are just walking around not giving. So wait, is it true that you had an issue with his trailer, with Billy's trailer?
This is true. So, you know, I mean, look, Billy was there. We were all down there for 5 months, which was a tremendous amount of time, and the hours were long. Like, this was a very demanding shoot. And so we would go in to run lines and kind of get him ready for the day, and the lighting in there was criminal. It was just like, it was terrible. We were like in an airport bathroom. It was just the fluorescent overhead lights. It was just like, it was just not kind. And I said to him, I said, babe, you've been doing this for too long. Like, you have earned a different place in your career.
Yes.
You need to get some golden light in here.
Yeah.
Like, or I'm not going to be able to
I can't run lines in here. I feel hideous.
And she didn't just say it once. This was like a constant thing. So I got Charisse, our production designer, and we were going to play a prank on Allie. She brought the whole art department in there, and they made my trailer look like a hippie den, right? Like I grew up in.
Well, fine.
I mean, it's like beaded curtains, and everything was amazing.
Macrame,
Lava lamps. This is some of us in the trailer who we were trying to surprise Allie, and she just came in and she goes, "This is more like it."
She's like, "Oh, this isn't a joke. This is real. This is what it should have been."
Absolutely. I mean, because that's where we live. Like, when we're working these hours, and you spend so much time in your trailers, you know. And I thought he just looked a little better, and he got it.
And I have to say, thank you. I love it.
But your character is so sad and run down. Maybe the trailer fit, though, what your character is going through.
For sure. No, it was great. I mean, just laying around on the floor at an opium den was awesome.
Oh, my God. Wait. So there was also a wardrobe issue with you and Allie. There's your pants, maybe, buddy? Like,
my goodness.
I mean, look, George Carlin had a joke that said that this guy had to wear 2 wallets to have an ass.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of like that.
Okay.
And in the show, I wear really baggy jeans with a snap button Western shirt tucked in, which never works. It looks like you have a belly, even though you don't, because it just puffs out.
Yeah, so sexy.
But I had these, I had these baggy jeans, and can we do the impression?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what happened every day, Allie.
Oh my God.
Here's me. I'm walking to the set, and you did.
Okay, all right. Right before. It's like action, let's
You're
get
just
him up, and off we go.
constant wedgies.
And I'm following him, so I had to make sure I wasn't having all crack in my face.
I love that y'all just walked right into your characters. Like, it's like amazing. Welcome back. We've got the cast of the new Paramount Plus series Landman with us. Jon Hamm, Larter, and Bob Thornton. They're all incredible in this new show, and they've been just as incredible in many of the other projects throughout their careers. But what happened on those projects behind the scenes? I don't know. It's time to find out with another round of Scenes and Stories. Scenes and Stories. All right, so what we do here is we show a scene from a project, and whoever is in the scene will tell us a story that comes to mind when they see it, so it's kind of a free association thing. I think you get it. Here's the first thing. Okay, this one is for Billy. Monsters Ball, yep. What do you remember from this?
I remember a lot from that movie.
Okay.
I mean, it's got one of the most explicit sex scenes in modern film history.
Yeah.
That scene that you're just showing there with Heath Ledger, you know, God rest his soul, you know, Heath was, I saw Heath not too long before he passed away. And when he played my son, he was so all in that he, there's a scene where I slap him around in a bathroom and throw him up against the wall. And he said, please do it. He said, I said, look, I used to be young and full of vinegar like you are. I said, are you sure? And he goes, yeah, do it. And I did. So it was all very real. That whole movie was very real. But Heath was such a trooper. And he's from Australia, and he played a guy from Georgia. I mean, and he did a great job.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget Heath. He was a great kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, it was real. Ooh. All right, next is Allie. This looks like Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde, yeah, that was so great to be able to work with Reese, and Robert Luketic directed that. And, you know, that movie still connects with people, and it's filled with joy, and it's so funny, and it's another great group of characters. And, you know, it's just, for me, it's exciting to be in something that people still really love to watch. And
oh, my God, that's one of those movies that comes on your house and you leave it on. You cannot turn it off.
Yeah, so I've just won the court case.
Yeah, I love
from that scene.
All right, here's one
no
for
jail
Jon.
for Brad.
This is Bridesmaids. I love this movie. Speaking of a movie you can't turn off.
Oh my God.
Whoa, what about that scene, Jon? What's happening there?
Kristen's face says it all right there.
Help me. Save me.
The funniest thing about that scene, that was the very last scene that they shot of the whole movie.
Oh.
So the whole crew was like, can we please go home? It was on a Sunday night, because I was shooting Mad Men at the time, and I had 2 weekends that I was available to shoot the whole movie of my whole part in Bridesmaids. And this was the last night of the whole shoot of Bridesmaids. And so we're in bed and we're doing all this crazy, silly stuff. And Paul Feig, the director, would just shout out directions on the mic. So the voice of God's like, put her leg over your shoulder, Jon. Okay, Paul. And then more, let's see more butt, Jon. Okay, yeah, sure. Now blow really hard in her face. And I'm like, it's just it was the weird, like, this is our job. This is our job, the craziest thing. And fortunately, Kristen and I were and still are wonderful friends, because there was a lot of
how do you not get close in that scenario?
Exactly.
Yeah,
there was a lot of
how does one not have a friend for life?
Parts, to say the least. But it was really funny, and all I can remember is the boom guy going like.
I always feel sorry for that guy. Their arms are steel.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can
just
go
blow on her face.
home.
He's like getting mad about it. Let's hear it one more time for Jon Hamm, Allie Larter, and Billy Bob Thornton. You can see their new show Landman now on Paramount Plus. We've got actor, writer, producer, and